The Riverfly Monitoring Initiative is a citizen science scheme in which trained monitors collect data about the invertebrates living in their local rivers. So volunteers are trained in the identification of key groups of riverflies, and they are invertebrates that spend most of their life cycle living in fresh water.
Riverfly adds significantly to our knowledge of river health across many of our catchments. The data provide us with a level of detail and a number of sites, frequency of sampling that we could never possibly do on top of our statutory monitoring.
The work of Riverfly monitors means that pollution incidents are really quickly detected and reported, and changes in water quality are monitored over time, and the impact of restoration work in and around the river can also be tracked across time.
Freshwater invertebrate communities respond to the most common pollutants impacting our rivers in ways that are well understood. Where fish can sometimes swim in the other direction, invertebrate communities must stay where they are and put up with whatever comes their way. And where water chemistry monitoring provides a snapshot in time, the presence of various invertebrates tell us about the recent water quality.
I think it's a really important way to indicate pollution problems, especially sort of very sudden acute pollution. And that's where the trigger levels and the breach system comes in with the EA, and it's great that we've got them there to help with that. We've had a few of these. Usually it requires a second survey and all is well, but there have been a couple of cases that have highlighted a problem to us, and we've been able to look into those with the EA and resolve the problem.
Whenever I walk over the bridge, I look for dippers and kingfishers and know that it's so important for them that these riverflies are in the water, because that's what feeds them or the things that they feed on. Being part of a project that's keeping an eye on things and using that information, hopefully, to change things for the better and improve biodiversity in our rivers and around our rivers is really, really important for me.
So I decided to volunteer with the Riverfly network because I work in a desk-based role in the Environment Agency, so getting involved was a great opportunity to get out and look at the local environment that I really love. I've met some really nice other people within my local community in doing so.
The Supporting Citizen Science project run by the EA and all of the regional citizen science leads that have been in position have been really helpful to us in joining up some of the dots, either putting us in touch with local groups who perhaps haven't heard about Riverfly or haven't quite got around to figuring out how to get trained and to join the scheme. They've also been able to support existing groups. They've delivered training themselves to new groups and refreshers to existing groups. They've also helped in many ways with sort of a lot of added value. You know, they bring with them a wealth of knowledge about the freshwater environment, so they've been able to advise existing groups on how they can add extra strands of water quality monitoring to what they're already doing. And they're sort of helping them create this more holistic, well-rounded view of what is happening in their rivers, and therefore they're able to sort of take the next steps in either restorations, you know, nature-based solutions, that kind of thing. So it's been a really, really fruitful relationship, and I do hope it continues.